Nothing pretty. You ran out of time. We're live now. People can hear us.
That's awful. Hi everybody.
Welcome to Four Cozy Cats Games. This is our Sunday Sundries, our every other week hang out and chat and talk about whatever's currently going on in our little local world of games. Got Thierry Rana with us today. Thierry, say hi.
Hello. This might be a stupid question, but no one ever explained to me what are sundries.
It's kind of a general catch-all.
I looked up the definition before I used the term. Hold on. Because I didn't want to sound like completely stupid. So a miscellaneous
I like
small,
the feeling of
often
not being
unclassified
completely
item.
stupid, yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of a catch-all for just little whatever items. Your little pocket trinket.
Yeah.
Okay,
Odds and ends.
I'm not little.
Various sundry. Yeah.
Hello, chat. We've got Raspberry Limbic in here. We've got Jason. We've got Metageeky Platypus. We've got, as we'll be talking about, we're firing up on Dapper Dinosaur's Top Hats Off channel this upcoming Friday. I will be jamming a game in the Aliens system. So we've got some of our players popping up in here.
Also,
I'm Steve.
And I'm Megan. And yeah, I just realized we didn't get a cat either.
There's two of them right there. I'll go grab one.
Okay. Yeah, I'm very excited. We played a full-on campaign in Alien Universe, so I am getting to play in this in this little three-parter. No, Fuzzy. So warm. So I'm excited. I loved the Alien Universe. It actually, I think, is my favorite over even 5e. Like, I will spit on 5e.
The system is called Year Zero. It was made for Mutant Year Zero, and it is probably my all-time favorite system overall. There are some aspects I think other systems do better. It's definitely got some room for improvement.
It's kind of always the case. If you had a system that was perfect for everything, then that would probably be one thing that it did wrong, is that it had rules for everything.
Yes. So we'll be running that. All right, now we have our ship's cat, I guess.
Oh, baby.
So we'll be running that next Friday on Top Hats Off. So we're going to do some kind of talks about the system. The previous run, we did Chariot of the Gods, which is the one that comes in the starter set.
Yeah, but what does God need with a chariot?
Who knows? Well, he can't defeat iron chariots in the desert. We know that. But
that
Thierry
is true, yeah.
Yeah, Thierry was
can only cheat at wrestling.
It was actually one of my favorite games.
I'm still convinced I won Alien.
You pretty much did. My favorite part of setting that up when I was picking players was that Thierry, the German guy, wanted to play the evil company guy. I'm like, okay, so we get the evil German company guy.
Hey, I was really nice and supportive and only fucked my crew over like twice.
I actually like that in his bio, actually does like the crew. Like, he's not.
Yeah, it's just not as important as making profit.
Yeah, it's like he likes the crew, but he also really likes money.
Raspberry wants to know, important question, will there be cat scares?
No cat scares.
There will be cats.
There will be cats here. We always have cats around. As any of you who have watched us on Top Hats Off know, I oftentimes have a cat that I just shove in the camera because, I mean, I've got 3 of them running around the house, so why not?
I normally will grab them and just...
Yeah, when you see cats get randomly passed to me, it's because wifey's just throwing cats at me.
Mm-hmm.
Fuzzy.
Fuzzy said she's done.
You're not our camera cat anymore?
Let's see. So we went all in on Alien. I don't even remember what we grabbed first. I think we grabbed the starter set first. And the value of this thing, oh my. So what you get, I can't remember how much it originally cost. Was it?
And we picked it up on sale for like 30. Yes, we got it. Squirrel put that. It was the last copy we got it from Squirrel on sale.
Okay, and then we liked it so much, and we wanted more dice. Well, we wanted more dice.
Okay, so what happened there is these were the actual official dice. You do not have to have these. You get 10 dice in the official set, and there are 10 black and 10 yellow. And you have to have 2 different pools of dice. You've got to have very distinct pools of dice. When you make a roll on your character sheet, let me grab a character sheet here. You'll have like your primary skill, like your primary attribute, and then your skill. So let's say I want, this is Silva, this is Commander Silva, and I want to make Commander Silva make a close combat roll. So I would take my 3 in strength and my 2 in close combat, and I would add those together. So I would grab my 3 in strength, 3 dice, my 2 in close combat, and I would roll those. And all I'm looking for, that's a fail. All I'm looking for is to have a 6.
Push it.
Yeah. So if I decide I'm going to push this, so I fail, I'm going to do it again. I increase her stress, means I now have a yellow dice permanently. So I add the yellow dice in and I roll it again. And you can push every roll once. I still failed.
These have cute little, I don't know,
Face
face huggers on them.
Yeah. So the black die, your primary die, does not have the face hugger. You cannot have a like actual panic fail on face dice. Yes, then we printed new dice.
You can just not succeed, but you can't really do something stupid.
Yeah, you can succeed, you can fail, you can't have the really bad failure. It's only when you start getting stressed, which have the succeed and the face hugger, that you can get the really bad panic fail, which are fun.
Yeah.
You can watch the the last bit of the previous one we did on Top Hats Off, where we had a spot where it just pain failed.
I can tell you from experience that in the beginning you never fail, and then suddenly you always fail.
Well, and so the dice for this are actually expensive.
They're $20 per set, and that means a set is 10 of them. So a set is literally just 10 die of one color.
Yeah.
So if you want a
sounds
full,
like 3D printing.
Yeah.
We did.
If you want a full like both sets of dice, it's $40. The starter set's $50 and it comes with them.
Yeah.
So we've bought 2 starter sets.
As well.
That's also good value, yeah.
When they go on sale, I keep an eye out when they go on sale every time. I was like, yeah, I could grab more dice. I could get more dice.
We also
you can never have too many dice.
I 3D printed some, and then Kai, TRG Kai, who's in chat right now, he 3D printed some that are really great. They're blank on every side except the sides that they need to have something on. And he printed them with a multicolor 3D printer.
Yeah. So
they're actually printed in like they have. I think he used blue for the success. So he has some that have blue on one side and some that have blue on one side and red on the other.
Yeah.
And he used those. But for the most part, it's very rare in this system that you actually need the numbers on the dice. It does happen occasionally, like when you do a panic roll, you'll roll a single stress die and add your current panic to it.
And you want to know the number, but generally it's only, do you have a 6 or do you have a 1? Everything else doesn't matter.
Nothing else matters. Do you have a 6 or do you have a 1 specifically on the yellow dice? Because 1s on the black dice don't count. We'll be
also because of weird quantum power effects, you have less yellow dice than black dice, and the amount of 1s on the yellow dice, it's like there are 10 times as many 1s on yellow dice than there are 6s on any dice.
Yes, as my players from the home campaign can tell you, these dice hate everybody, me included. They are powered like the Alien franchise. They are powered off of hatred for humanity. So they don't tend to roll good. We'll be using the Foundry VTT, which will fortunately take care of all of that for us.
Which is really nice, yeah.
It's real well, and I updated it. It's actually an updated version from the last time we played.
So
that's even nicer.
For Raspberry, we'll be rolling on the dice roller.
We'll use the virtual dice roller on this one, so that the dice rolls can be on screen for everybody. But if you were playing actually in person, you would need 2 6 colors.
Which in our home game, some of our players we had a group of 6, 7?
I think we had 7, and
I had 7.
I kept 1 set of the officials for me, and then we had, I don't remember how many sets I printed, but
for everybody.
I think I printed 6 or 7 sets.
Yeah.
I think I printed more than that even, because I kept reprinting every time one failed.
Yeah.
And then keeping the like, oh cool, 20 dice and one failed. Guess I got to print it again. I'll
Yeah.
just keep the 19 successful ones. So we ended up with a whole bunch of dice. The only thing I will say is I didn't make the model for that. I just found one, and they did this really, really crappy low poly bevel on it, and it was so ridiculous that it had a 45 bevel. It could actually stop a die on edge,
Yeah.
and you'd have a die that would like stop.
Okay, that's not great.
It was not. It was hilarious, but not great overall.
So for the last one, like I
Yeah.
said, we ran Chariot of the Gods, which comes in the starter set. This time we're going to be running here. Destroyer of Worlds. Destroyer of Worlds is the second part of a 3-part series. Each part is divided into 3, so you get 9 sessions total. So we've already done the first. We've already done the first 3, Chariot of the Gods. Now we'll do the second 3 on Destroyer of Worlds. Once we're done with this, and Dapper needs another break. Yes, he rolled a 1.5. We will go on to the last one, which is way over here, is Heart of Darkness. That ends it. So,
and we have the whole set.
I have everything.
Yeah, we have the box set for Destroyer of Worlds, but we have limited room in our house, so we.
So this is the actual. If you buy the rule book, this is the first edition. It is so pretty. It is black pages with it's not white writing. It's actually like the alien green in different shades. It is beautiful. It is fully illustrated. It is all the alien style. The artwork they went is this like painterly art style that I absolutely love.
It's really cool, yeah.
So cool. The second edition. Oh yeah, the map. Well, and the starter set comes with a great big fold out version of the map. Yeah. The second edition is Kickstarters is done, and they're going to be sending those out soon. I will say they changed that. It's now white back pages now with black text, which I understand why they did that, but I'm going to miss these beautiful.
It doesn't look as nice, but it's much easier to read, yeah.
Easier to read, cheaper to print.
So you can actually go on freely boxing for the. I don't know if they're calling it like. They're calling it Evolved Edition.
Evolved Edition. It's like 1.5. It's not. Yeah. It's not a full-on second edition, but it is. It combines a lot of the stuff that, like, this is the Colonial Marines book. This is the Building Better Worlds book. These add a lot of things to it that it pulls from. All these tokens come in the various boxes, and they're just like map markers.
I've given freely more money, especially on Kickstarter. Their company.
Yeah.
Well, without getting political, I think no one should be giving Wizards any more money.
No, they should not.
Yeah. We have pretty much, except for when I run at the game far between, don't typically run 5e anymore. Or if we run 5e, we don't run official stuff.
Raspberry, is it just our end, or is Terry also breaking up? Our audio's breaking up.
Yeah, is it a stream problem or an audio problem? Big question.
Yeah, because it's our current setup is a little hard to diagnose.
You are not breaking up for me, so.
Speaking of which, Dapper just sent me all of the files for Destroyer Worlds, so we'll have that. We'll have all of his intro videos and things that Dapper does, because he puts more effort into like one shots than I put into like anything. Okay, just ours. So if it's just ours, it's just our pickup to the microphone, which is right by us. I should lower that damn microphone. Yeah. It's too high. I don't think I can fix that.
Don't give your microphone drugs.
I have filters right now.
Trying to. So according to Kickstarter, the Alien Evolved Pledge is supposed to be shipping out in September. From what I can see, I don't think that's going to happen.
Not that far away.
Is pretty common with Kickstarters. I would
That's true.
probably say by end of year we'll have it, which I'm super excited because then I'm gonna force Steve to run a game on our channel.
Yes. So we are mostly through with our Dragonbane. We just got the last few, probably 3, maybe 4 episodes, and then we'll be rolling into another system, another game. But
Is our sound a little better?
yeah, our sound is probably a little better. I had a stupid noise gate on. I took that off, so hopefully that fixes it. I still have noise suppression on. If that has any issues, we can change it too. But right now, it does look like we are picking up good on our end. I hope.
It sounds great to me, but I'm listening through Discord and not the stream, so it might be different.
It's the same microphone either way, so it should be about the same. And Raspberry says we're doing good now. Let's introduce the characters for Destroyer of Worlds.
You want it zoomed in?
Yeah. So go ahead and do a zoomy zoom. All right.
Zoomies.
Not that you guys can see the text, but you'll be able to at least see the pictures of our guys. I will say, while I like the art direction they went with this module, they could have given the characters a little more distinct flair. They are all very samey looking. But we have Captain Silva. This is Beatriz Silva. She is 43. She has an authoritative personality, and she is uses the class officer. So she is the commander of this squad. And as we will find out, it's not spoilers, but as we will find out, all of the Colonial Marines in this, except for 2, don't actually know each other prior to this starting. Basically, there were some things going on, and everybody's supposed to be getting shipped out, and these people got pulled aside to run a special mission. So they're from different divisions, different groups. Basically, you all kind of thrown into one group. Here, go do this. Silva is in charge of that. Most of these characters, I think almost all of them actually have 2 talents, which usually you only have 1 to start, but these guys get 2. So that's when people pick their characters, they'll want to keep that in mind. So she has field commander. Basically, she can give, you get a fast and a slow action. She can basically give orders to kind of up the action economy for somebody for 1 turn. And then she has passed the limit. So when she pushes a roll on strength, you can usually only push a roll once, but she can push twice. So if she, like earlier when I pushed and failed and then, failed again, she could have pushed again, taken 1 more stress and got an additional roll.
I feel like Jill had that.
Jill had that.
Yeah.
Hers was on sciencey stuff.
Yeah.
There's a lot of versions of this. So that's our captain. Then we have all of our various Colonial Marines. We have Private Hammer, Nathaniel A.W. Hammer. He is 22, and he is the smart gun operator. So if you remember the second movie, Vasquez and what's-his-face had the big gun strapped to their hip that spun around with all... That's him. He uses this. And I believe he actually has a minigun version. Nope, he has the actual smart gun. Okay, so he does have the actual smart gun. So he has...
Smart guns are cool.
Smart guns are really cool, especially in the Fireteam Elite, Aliens Fireteam Elite game. If you're using the actual smart gun, it will not let you pull the trigger if you're not aiming at something. So if there's no enemy for you to shoot, it won't let you shoot.
Yeah.
So it won't let you waste ammo. It also won't let you shoot an ally. So that's kind of fun.
Yeah, that's what it's supposed to do.
Oh yeah, so she has menacing. So when it tries to make a manipulation roll, they can instead use strength. So instead of trying to do like I'm going to talk somebody into something, you can do I'm going to physically threaten somebody into doing something. And then he has overkill, which lets him make yeah, so whenever he panics, once per, so often, whenever he panics, he can instead make a weapon attack. So instead of panicking, he can shoot somebody.
That is actually one thing that I had the last game we played. that most of the panic attacks don't stop you from doing your action. But for some reason,
I
you
had to
did it
verify
that
that.
if you roll a panic attack, then you don't. And I think that is also what kind of broke our neck,
That's what
because
broke your neck. Yeah,
we
so
spent like 5 turns doing nothing when we should have still done damage to the enemies.
yeah, I
Just
think it's the
not as much.
first two. I think it's 7 and 8 on the panic table don't actually prevent you from doing it,
Mm.
which wouldn't have had that big of an effect because you guys were mostly rolling like 12s and 11s, and but yeah, it's only the first couple ones that don't do it. All right, next we got Dante.
So, I think Raspberry had said something about there's a place in Vegas where you can go shoot.
Yes.
Haven't you been there?
They didn't do the alien guns when I was there.
Oh, okay.
When I was trucking, before, because Kai lived in Vegas for a while. Before Kai lived in Vegas, I was staying at one of the stops there, and I let somebody else. The restaurant was full, and they asked if somebody else could sit at my table, and I said, "Yeah, sure, I don't care." And it was the manager of the gun range, so they gave me a free pass to the gun range for letting them sit at my table. And all I had to do was pay for ammo. So I actually shot a Tommy gun M1A, and I bought a lot of ammo for it. That was fun. So
yeah, if I ever get to Vegas, I want to do that, but I'm not seeing myself going to America in the foreseeable future.
Kai, anytime you want to play Fireteam Elite, you just let me know. I love it. So Dante, in which all of these guys, except for the first and the last one, their class will be Colonial Marine. Dante is talkative, 33. Ruth Ann Dante, and I believe she is the Demolitions. Yes, she is the Demolitions. So I think she gets a rocket launcher. Yes, she has a rocket launcher. So
that's always
she has
good.
the banter talent, which is amazing. Between like zones and stuff, when you're not in combat, she can just passively lower everyone's stress.
That is really good.
And then she has weapon specialist, so when she makes an attack with her specialty weapon, which is her launcher, she gets a +2 to the roll, so she gets 2 extra die. Which, keep in mind, you need 5 dice for it to be a 50-50 shot. So she is the like breach, demolitions, knock down doors. Now we got Gunnery Sergeant Mason. So this is Luca Mason, age 42, meticulous personality. Biological, radiological, and nuclear defense specialist. And they are the squad leader. So you've got your commander who's leading everything, and then you have the squad leader who actually does the like in combat things. They have nerves of steel, which give you a -2 to all your panic rolls.
Which is awesome.
It's amazing because your panic roll, again, it's always your stress level plus what you roll on a die, and your first negative effect happens at 7. So if you have a -2, you can't get a negative effect until you have extra stress.
Which is also really useful, yeah.
She also has the overkill where she can do an attack instead of a panic. What do we got? We got the rifleman, Iona. Kale Iona, 36, and is nervous. Also has banter, also has past the limits. So can push the strength rolls twice and gets the lower stress. You'll notice that 2 of these people can lower stress. There's a reason for that. Stress is when you do panic rolls, a lot of the rolls will actually cause you to give yourself more stress and everybody around you. So when you're in a group, you can suddenly get like these chain effects where everybody bumps up stress. So definitely one to keep in mind.
I would also for the couple of players that are in chat, I would not expect to live.
No, do not
like,
ever expect to live in
FYI.
this.
Our home game, he killed or maimed 5 players. I think he maimed 2, but he killed 3 of us.
I think I killed 3.
Including me.
Yeah.
Alien, it's supposed to be like that.
Yeah,
It is,
it's
yeah.
supposed to. Well, and the cinematics are far more lethal than the campaigns.
Yes.
But in the cinematic, when your character dies, I just hand you another one of these sheets.
Yeah.
I just, okay, here, and it can be an NPC. In fact, in Heart of Darkness, it can be the cat.
Yeah.
There's a cat in this, and you can actually be like, yeah, I died. I want to be the cat now.
Yeah, there's a cat and a kid.
Is there a kid in Heart of Darkness? I think the kid's in Terror of the Gods.
Well, if it
Act
goes
3. Oh, you turned
by
Terry down too
movies,
much.
then it should be in the
Deep
second
down
one.
Terry.
Hmm? What?
Oh, this name is Polish. I'm going to slaughter it. Ziemjuski? Stanley T. Ziemjuski?
That doesn't sound Polish.
Doesn't sound Polish enough to me. I'm saying it wrong because Polish shouldn't sound like that. Yeah, I think the stress, like I said, I think it is designed to kind of make people spread up. There's also a lot of things like when the ship's going on and you have like 5 things you need to do. It kind of expects you to split the party to do all 5 at once. It doesn't want you to move as a group to do.
Yeah.
You know,
the thing you're told never
it
to
is
do.
definitely designed to counter the that you're always stronger in groups, and also to counter the ingrained tendency of players to never split the party, because that's also kind of boring in a horror setting.
Yeah, that is. So yeah, Stanley, however you say his name, I will look it up before the next one. Let's see, age 34, agitated, is another rifleman. Hard hitter gets a +2 modification to close combat if you sacrifice your fast action. So if you don't move, you get to roll 2 extra dice on a close combat. Which, if you're in close combat, there's oftentimes you can't move or you can't take a fast action because your other ones will be like aim. So that's nice. Hothead doesn't like being told what to do. Gets a +2 modification to opposed rolls from manipulation. It can also be used to resist the officer career talent pull rank. So when the officer uses pull rank to make you do something, you can resist it with this. So he is very good at doing whatever he wants, even against orders, and doing melee attacks, as long as he doesn't move. And the last one, this is Chaplain. His full name is Chaplain. He is a synthetic. He is the technician and hospital corpsman. So he is kind of the medic. He is the medic class.
His personality?
Don't read that one. That's spoilers. That is spoilers.
Okay.
Do not read that.
Okay.
That is one thing I don't like about this is there are spoilers on his sheet. So we don't really want to read those out. He does have bodyguard.
Yeah, that's annoying.
Yeah. Because if you hand these out to all your players to look through, then everybody gets to read these.
I mean, I wouldn't have known it was a spoiler, or
right, and you would have read it, and then it would have been spoilers.
Yeah.
So that's I don't like that. So bodyguard, if someone within short range is hit by an attack, you can dive in and take the hit. You roll mobility; it doesn't count as an action. If you roll 1 or more successes, you take the hit instead, and you can push the roll. So he can do I take the hit for you, which is good because synthetics are a lot harder to kill. And then field surgeon, he gets a +2 modification roll to medical aid. If the person's about to die from critical injury, which is pretty much the only time you use medical aid, so that's a good thing. All of them have their gear listed. Since they're not necessarily bad, you can think of him as like Bishop from the second movie. Bishop was a good guy.
Yeah.
This thing with synths is that you don't know if they have a secret programming. They don't have to have one.
Yeah, they don't have to. They could be a good guy. Usually, if the synth's a bad guy, it's because you don't know they're a synth at the start. If you know it's cat hair in my mouth. If you know they're a synth to start, they're usually not a bad guy. If they are, it's usually like Romulus, where he gets added extra programming later on or something. So that's a real quick, just the characters and some basic overview. Does anybody have any questions about the system? You can probably zoom us out again.
Oh, sure.
You were the zoomy person. Whee! I love that. I love we're using the Elgato Facecam, and the camera hub can give you control of like the camera zoom and colors and all sorts of stuff. And you can link that to your phone with like everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I have like multiple profiles because I have our streaming rig, and then I have our like Wednesday streaming rig, which is his computer.
Yeah, the synth in our campaign was amazingly good, and was only spying on you guys a little bit.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, that was fun.
Against her will. So
yeah.
Once you guys fix that.
Yeah, our actual like campaign ended up being what, a year and a half.
About a year and a half.
It was great.
It was really good. It's probably one of my favorite campaigns I've ran.
Yeah.
Part of that is because of the system. Part of it is the group we had, and part of it is just how the campaign went.
Yeah.
They started out as like space truckers, and then halfway through, I'm like, they're really not doing the space trucker thing. Maybe we should do something else. So we did a like second session 0 where we just sat down as a group and had a talk like, hey, you guys want to change some stuff up? And they ended up selling their ship, buying a different ship, completely changing everything.
Yeah.
They ended up becoming like, they worked for like the oversight that oversees the companies. The ICC, they worked for them to kind of like figure out what weird crap all the companies are doing, because anytime you get the corporations involved, things are going bad.
Yeah, we basically did like a soft reset about halfway through, a quarter of the way through.
Yeah, like Kai says, they were space truckers for 3 sessions.
Yeah.
And then they found out that there was more fun things to do.
Yeah, like rob people.
Yeah. My favorite thing I liked about that campaign when I wrote it, because the whole thing I wrote, really it was just a 1-page prompt that I wrote myself to follow, and I just kind of kept changing as needed. I put a Weyland-Yutani rep and a Weyland-Yutani mission right in the beginning, and I intentionally wrote that was a good guy who was actually like legit, just so because I'm like, my players aren't going to go for the Weyland-Yutani mission.
Nope.
So the best option I hid behind Weyland-Yutani in the beginning. So like, yeah, they're not going to do it. They're not going to do it.
No, we didn't. Yeah. And then the dude ended up dying towards the end. He also gave me radiation bullets, which was
you bought radiation bullets.
I bought radiation bullets, but he let me buy radiation bullets. It was great.
Radioactive ammunition is a thing in this. I don't think there's any that I've seen in the module we're going to be running on Top Hats Off. It basically gives you radiation damage the whole time you're out, which on the character sheet there is a right here a little radiation checkbox, and as you check them in, it basically is doing damage. When you heal from them, you have to roll dice, and if you roll bad, it becomes permanent. So you get permanent radiation damage that just dumps your health.
I died when I used
mine. You never got to that point. In this system, it is entirely possible to make a character that has 2 health and never gets more. You play the entire thing with 2 health.
Yeah.
You
can make a really, really fragile characters.
Yeah. I'm excited to mess with Foundry because you ran a off-camera like one-shot for Dapper.
I ran an off-camera one-shot, and I ran an on-camera one-shot.
Yeah, and we used Foundry
for both of them.
Both of them. So we used Foundry for the first one. That was my first messing with Foundry. He had bought the license because it's really cheap. But we that's the only like experience I have with it. But it already looks, with whatever update it got, it looks so much better.
As Kai points out, half the enemies will one-shot you anyways.
Yeah.
The Alien Queen has an attack that uses 10 dice. It does that much damage. If it hits, she automatically gets to hit with it a second time. So the odds of rolling 10 dice and not getting a hit, yeah. So, it only got 1 hit. Only 1 hit out of those 10 dice. But you'd roll it again. Oh, wow, it only did 2 damage. But that kind of thing, they can hit you so stupid hard. And then a lot of the enemies, like the Abominations, have an attack called Head Crush. If it hits you and gets through your armor, your character dies. You automatically there's a death table. There's no death saves in this. There's a critical injuries table. You make a roll on it. You resolve the critical injury, and then you're back up at 1 health.
Yeah.
It just says, hey, you suffered this injury, and the injury is your skull gets crushed, and you die.
Yeah.
Basically, you're going to roll 1 black and 1 yellow die, And when you roll it, the higher your yellow die, the higher the lethality is, and then the black die is just which of that range. So if you roll a 6 on that die, your character dies. You have a 1 in 6 chance to just straight up die. In fact, 6/6 I know is your heart gets impaled.
Yeah.
So that's the critical injuries table, which you can find in the base rule book, or the starter set actually comes with a little mini rule book. That way I can open it up and get the rule book out. I think it was up top.
No, I buried it.
Oh, you buried it?
Sheets.
That's fine. That's fine. We keep everything in the boxes because they look pretty. She's currently going through the characters for the other 2 scenarios. They're really nice printed sheets. We ran ours through a laminator. So ours have been laminated just so that we can draw on the back with dry erase markers. So they do not come laminated. We laminated them.
Yeah.
Same thing.
They did come in with very nice paper.
This is the ship combat, which it's laminated so it's shiny. This is a ship combat sheet. It's just a like left or right slider. Ship combat's not the most exciting thing in the system.
Working.
One of the worst superheroes ever, the Laminator.
Yes. Okay, so this is a little rule book that comes with the starter set. It has basically all of the rules without the fluff or the character creation. So it doesn't give you the ability to make new characters, but it does give you everything you need to play those characters. It's that same really pretty, like glossy black with white green text on it.
Yeah.
If you buy this starter set, you can then buy Destroyer of Worlds and Heart of Darkness and play them without ever buying the rulebook.
Those are never coming off.
No, we can get them off. You just write over it with dry erase and erase it again. So yeah, if you buy the starter set, you never have to buy the core book. The core book is only needed if you want to make your own characters.
Yeah.
This is Chariot of the Gods.
Which I didn't realize we had 2.
Because we bought 2 starter sets to get more dice.
Oh, that's right. It's Chariot of the God. Okay.
Yeah. So this is
the
starting.
I'll be right back.
Okay.
All right. This is your starter campaign, or cinematic, not campaign. I will say this one is a pain to run because the information is scattered, but it is a good one. So you get the core book, you get the little rule book, you get Chariot of the Gods, Destroyer of Worlds, Heart of Darkness as cinematics. Wifey's lost.
So one thing we forgot is you also get cards.
Oh yeah, you get cards that have all the weapons and things on them.
Well, and they're your initiative.
And they're your initiative. And they are your hidden agendas, which are really cool. We'll talk about those in a second. Colonial Marines adds a bunch of customization stuff for the Colonial Marines. I did just buy this on Foundry. So for the game on Top Hats Off, we will have the info for this as well. And then Building Better Worlds adds even more information for building campaigns for like the colony side. This game can actually be ran as like space colonizers, where you never encounter a xenomorph, where you never encounter, it can be ran so different. You can play a campaign in this and go for years without ever seeing a xenomorph.
I don't know where the cards are.
They're in one of the things somewhere. We'll find them. The cards are nice. Initiative is handled out by cards 1 through 10. You can, enemies can get 2 or 3 cards depending on how strong they are. Kind of a nice system. The cards have on it, when you set it up, it says no actions used, both actions used, fast action used, slow action used. So on your turn, you can turn your card to show what you've used. So if you want to like save your fast action for like blocking or something, you can do that, and you can have your initiative card remind you what you have and haven't done.
Oh, I never did that.
No,
I don't think any of us ever did that.
It's pretty easy to remember. You get 2 actions.
Yeah.
Dragonbane, also done by Free League. They also have initiative cards. Theirs just has 1 through 10 with nothing on it because you only get 1 action. Either you've used it or you haven't. This one does not reshuffle every round like Dragonbane does. You just keep going off the same initiative.
Yeah.
Which is nice. Sadly, that means my initiative beanbags aren't as useful, but I'll still use them.
You can't use them when we're virtual.
I would have to throw really hard.
Yeah, I really like too. They have a bunch of different cards, so they have cards for weapons and stuff that you can give your players instead of like we had to look everything up.
Look everything up. Every character, again, this is built. This is goes into 3 like story acts. Every act, I will hand the players a agenda card, and this is basically your role play prompt for your character for that session. It will have any of your hidden information, anything that like only your character knows. So I don't have to tell you, I just hand it to you. And some characters will actually get handed 2 or 3 cards because they might have like, like the company man, he'll have his agenda, plus he'll have his orders from Wayland Yutani, plus he'll have some extra hidden document that got sent to him. So he'll have those 3 things, and only he gets to know that. So you hand those out. Same thing if you get infected by one of the monsters in the first session. I can just hand you out a "You've been infected" card, and you can read it, and you now know the rules that have been added to it without me having to stop the game and tell everybody what just happened.
Yeah.
Which I really like. And again, that's per act, so each act it will update. So your character might start out like, "Oh, I'm gonna get money to help my sick brother," and then the next one will be like, "Oh, we're all dying. I'm going to backstab my allies and get out of here."
Yeah.
You know, something along those lines. PvP is allowed.
Yeah.
It's one of the few systems that's just like, yeah, PvP, yeah, if it makes sense, if your character says I'm going to do this at all costs, and you've got to, shoot your ally in the back to do it, that's within the scope of all costs. Oh, you got the big map?
Yeah, I just want to show off because these maps are just ridiculous.
They are very, very thick, like cardstock paper, and they are massive fold-out maps. It's upside down. That's all right. So this is the space map that shows which factions kind of own what sections.
Yeah.
The names of all the sections, and if you play a campaign, you can actually calculate like time between the various grids on this. If you want a really, really like nitty gritty, min max everything, calculate out, do your taxes to figure out which mission is best, this map lets you do that.
Yeah.
It also, I love it that it's labeled spinward and tailward or trailward, because there's no north and south.
As it should be.
They didn't put a north and south, so they actually put like proper.
Oh, and rimward.
Rimward and
yeah, rimward and coreward.
Yeah, so it's actually like labeled for how you would navigate a galaxy.
And 1 square equals 1 parsec.
Yes.
Okay.
1 parsec square.
We never really brought any of the maps out necessarily. We didn't really need them because he was running.
I really dumbed down the space travel for it because I didn't want to be like, oh, cool. You have to spend 3 sessions figuring out which of these missions you want to take.
Yeah.
Because you have to calculate everything. No, I usually, like, for the rewards, I usually said, okay, this is the reward you're going to get after you take your cost out of it.
Yeah.
So don't even worry about figuring your cost out. We're going to just...
I think if you hadn't have done that, our group that played
our
would
group,
have
our
lost.
group didn't like... Yeah, our group wouldn't have been the proper, like... I mean, Mike probably would have absolutely like loved doing like all the weird. He probably would have made like 6 programs that you type everything into and it just spits it out for you. But
yeah, so like I said, I'm really excited to see what their Evolved Edition is going to be like.
I'm very interested in that.
Which I went all in and bought all the things, and I think a bunch of the VTT stuff.
Yeah.
So, but I think I bought Alchemy.
We already have most everything on Foundry. The only thing I'm missing on Foundry is Heart of Darkness and Building Better Worlds. And I'll get those when they go on sale. I only bought Colonial Marines off sale because I wanted it for this next game on Top Hats Off.
No, it was on sale.
It was on a little sale. It was like $5 off.
Yeah.
So I mean,
That's
yeah,
a
$5,
sale.
$5, but when they go on good sale, they go like half price and third price, and
Yeah.
I'll end up picking up Building Better Worlds and Heart of Darkness at some point.
Yeah.
And I might end up doing Heart of Darkness at full price just to run it on Dapper's channel, but we'll see whenever we get to that point.
Well, that makes me
Yeah, that's probably still a couple of months off, yeah.
Yeah, because that'll be like Dapper just said, it'll be after the second season of our current Star Trek.
Basically, when we finish the Shackleton Expanse campaign.
Yeah. So once we finish that, what did you think of the mid part finale here, our season 1 finale? What did you think of that, Thierry?
It was a great finale.
It was
and
really good.
No one died.
The whole time I was like, man, I don't have anything to do, but I'm like, man, I have nothing to do. I get to pay attention to everything else. I get to watch everybody else.
Yeah.
I was that was good. I liked it. I liked the cliffhanger. Guys, go watch Top Hats Off. His production value is much better than ours.
There are minis in this new one.
Yes.
Yeah, which I did grab. I don't remember if there's STLs or just minis. I think there's just minis. I would have loved if they'd had STLs.
I mean, there's a lot of Alien STLs available. They're not official. No, I've already got the best official mini. Where's my best official mini?
Oh, yeah. I picked this up at our Geek Garage sale last year.
This is a Ravensburg Games. Look at Jonesy. This is the official minis. So I've got the official Xenomorph. And where is it? The official.
I know there is an Alien miniatures board game thing.
Yeah, it's an Alien miniatures board game, and the entire crew of the Nostromo, except for Ash, has a mini, and the Xenomorph has a mini. I don't know why he's gonna put him down here so she can.
You can actually kind of see him. Kind of.
Yeah. So they all have. Everyone but Ash has an official. Ash just gets a little standee. But we have not played this yet. Wifey picked it up, and legit, I wanted it for these minis.
Yeah, I literally only picked it up because it had the Alien IP, and I was like, oh, I have to buy it. It was only like, I don't know, $10 or something.
Yeah. Ravensburg games are usually pretty good.
Well, Ravensburg's games are 50-50.
Yeah. They are very much they make, quick, easy games for whatever, like, IP they're making a game for.
Yeah.
It really depends, I think, if they are on the design team, because they have designers that do really quality Euro games, and they also have designers that basically just, let's take checkers, but make it The Simpsons.
Yeah. Yeah, what are we gonna reskin as Alien? What are we gonna reskin as Jurassic Park? Which we've got the Jurassic Park one, and we played it 2-player. It is not good 2-player. It was not fun 2-player. I think it will be very fun with 4. I think it would be miserable with any other number.
It was absolutely awful with 2. I did not have fun.
Yeah. You would have to have 2 people that were really, really, really into like strategizing every turn. But with 2 people, it honestly felt more like the game was playing you than you were playing the game.
Yeah.
Which is the problem I have with like Forbidden Island.
Yeah, I think maybe we'll record because we're gonna record tomorrow, I think, and maybe we'll do our Forbidden series.
We could do Forbiddens. We could see if somebody wants to come out and do 4 players.
We also have to do Isle of Cats.
We're gonna do Isle of Cats.
We have to do the duel.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah, maybe we'll see if we can drag someone out for some 4-player games. And definitely not make them help us assemble Tiamat with all the brown puzzles. It's haunting me.
Absolute worst puzzle ever.
She says that, but we know that there's a puzzle that's just blank white and doesn't have a hard edge. It's got live edges. Like, I know there's a worse puzzle.
I don't know.
It's advertised as being worse. The Tiamat puzzle is just advertised as a normal puzzle.
Yes. Like, we worked on it Friday.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, let's work on the puzzle. And after, I think it was like 30 minutes, I was like, I'm done. No, it wasn't Friday. It was Thursday. I was like, all right, I'm done.
If anybody else has any questions on the system or anything before at any point in time, feel free to shout them out. As far as Alien, or as far as anything goes, but as far as Alien goes, I know I got a bunch of our top hats off players are in here right now. Year Zero is a very straightforward system. It's very easy to learn, even for people who have not done RPGs before. And
Yeah.
you'll pick it up very, very fast.
Mhm. Okay.
What else do we got?
It's also one of the systems that doesn't have you do a lot of math.
Yes.
So
yeah.
that is nice for some people.
There's very, very little math involved. And the numbers used when there's math involved are usually single digit.
Yes.
If they're double digits, they're not usually more than like 10.
And we won't do spoilers, but watch the Alien Earth TV show.
Oh God, we watched half of what's out right now. We watched episodes 1 and 2.
Yeah.
I'm probably gonna watch episode 3 today.
Yeah. It is.
Wow.
Yeah, they're hour-long episodes basically, and they are intense. And I've only been able to watch like one episode at a time. I cannot watch multiple.
What we're gonna have between now and Friday, I have to get everybody set up with a username and password on the VTT, and I've got to get your character assigned. On the Top Hats Off, I have a little ways back. I put up a screenshot with all of the character names, so you'll want to kind of get an idea of who you want to play as. So everybody will pick a character. I will assign you a username and a password to the VTT, and I will assign that character to you. Other than that, there's not a lot of pregame planning because it's just going to be at 5 o'clock next Friday, 5 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. Show up for the game. Make sure you're there a little bit early so we can get going. And we're going to play the game live. Dapper gave me access to Top Hats Off today to stream to it. So I will be streaming. He'll be taking a break. I'm sure he'll be in the audience watching you all suffer and die.
Or not. Maybe he's just going to actually take a
Maybe
break.
he'll take an actual break.
Yeah.
Really,
I still don't know if I will be watching or sleeping.
Watch it later if you need sleep.
You can watch it later. Get some sleep, man. You're up all the time. Thierry, the Starfinder game I've referenced a few times. Thierry's the GM for that. And we always finish the session. It's like, yeah, okay, we're done. It's like 2 a.m. and I gotta go at so and so or 10. I'm gonna get some sleep. Thierry, what are you doing? Sleep.
Well, I do sleep. But I also work evenings. I generally only start working at 2 p.m. and finish at 8 p.m. So
yeah, that gives you a nice ability to be a night owl instead. That's definitely is something that I know when I was a cross country trucker.
If I had, which is why we skipped a couple of games of the Pathfinder game yet during the summer holidays because I had to get up at 8 a.m. on a Thursday, and then I can't play from 2 to 4 a.m. That just doesn't work.
Yeah, that's like when I was cross country trucking. My shift was midnight Pacific time to noon, so I started my day at midnight and ended it at noon. That was interesting.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, we'll do that later. I didn't do any digital add-ons for the Alien Evolved Art Kickstarter, so I can go in and modify my pledge if we want to do that later. If we want to take a look, because I know we're going to be running it. Basically, we're going to be running it eventually on our channel.
It's. I like the system too much not to run it on our channel.
Yeah, and most of our friends who have played the Alien system also love it, so it is going to be in our list of we're going to run this, but he's getting to run it for Top Hats Off for the next 3 weeks, so that'll kind of get that, and we're also running Dragonbane on our channel, so...
Yeah, so we're running Dragonbane. I gotta turn all the dice the right way, because all of her dice are pretty the same way, and mine aren't. I can't have that. I'm also missing one of mine here, apparently.
Are you, or is it... No, you are.
I
mean, they're in the giant bowl, and
they're in the giant bowl. It's in there somewhere.
Or the cat's got one.
Yeah.
We're still in the process. Like we said earlier, our Dragonbane game is wrapping up in the next 4 weeks, probably. Fully wrapping up. So he gets to decide
system and players and everything for the next game.
Yeah. So
I'm going to try to shuffle
Cool.
players a little bit so we get a bit different players each game system. So we'll figure out who our players are going to be, how many we're going to have, what system we're going to be, what setting, what everything. And right now, I have options.
we have kind of too many options. Although we're not really
All of
looking.
this.
Well, we're not necessarily looking at our physical options
Mhm.
because we're gonna play on a VTT.
Yeah, it'll be on a VTT because it would be, unless I just have just the right group. I can't have everybody come out here, once a week to do a game. That would be
Yeah.
a lot. I couldn't expect players to do that.
Especially a weeknight.
Yeah, especially on a weeknight.
Yeah.
So it'll be VTT, but I got to pick a system and all of that. And I don't want to
Sounds
pick
cool.
something too similar to one I've just ran. So many of the ones we like and want to play are free league. I don't want to just be like, oh, free league, free league, free league, free league, free league. But
Yeah, it has. A VTT has definitely been keeping it more reliable.
Yeah. And I mean, a hybrid game is an option where we have the VTT up and people could be here physically also.
Yeah.
Which is technically an option for Dragon Maid. If somebody wanted to run from here, we could. We could just move from streaming in there to streaming in here and use this rig to play. It's doable. It wouldn't be like my preference, but it's doable.
Yeah.
So I mean that's stuff we can do, and then we can look at doing.
Yeah.
I know what systems I'm thinking. Maybe I can get Mike on my side and we can gang up on you.
Oh no, I'm gonna get ganged up on by my players.
Oh no.
I mean, or we could just do, what all wives do, and I say, "Hey, run this." Hey, honey, do this. Because But no, because our first instinct is we both really wanted to run/play Vossen.
Alcohol is definitely a good tool for running a game.
I don't know if you necessarily need a human personality.
I've got my I actually have Crown Royal in a Crown Royal glass this time. I'm not drinking rum out of it this time. The human personality might help, but you can go with the Hollywood personality instead, or you can go with the synthetic personality if you want to play Chaplain. So not really necessary, but yeah, you won't have to acquire anything.
Mm-hmm.
The only thing you're going to have to do is I will send you a message. I'm probably going to do that shortly after this. Yeah, D&D First Edition. I've got them. The books are over there.
No.
Yeah, I will. Be
I
sending
would
all of the
play
plans.
second edition. First edition isn't that great.
No, second edition's better. Third edition's good. I don't know why they skipped 4. I mean, they went straight to 5. That's weird. But
D&D
yeah, I will
fourth
send-
edition isn't that bad. It's just not a good D&D game.
No, it's more like playing World of Warcraft in board game form, where everything's on like timers and loops, and it's you feel more like you're
And
just
you have,
hitting the
like,
buttons at the right time.
Cool
than you-
down on your skills, and everything is mapped out on a grid and stuff like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Where you have and your fighter feels like it's a mage that casts sword.
Yeah. But yeah, I will send everybody that's going to be in the top hats off game probably tonight, possibly tomorrow. Just depends on when I feel like resetting the VTT. 3.5. Nobody does 3. Metageeky.
That is kind of true. The only people who like third edition and not 3.5 are halfling players.
Yes. But yeah, I will send everybody a username. I will send everybody a password, and I will have the characters up where everybody can look at them. I might not put Chaplain up because his thing does have spoilers on it. So if you want to play Chaplain, just keep in mind he's the medic, he's the robot, he's the synthetic, he's basically Bishop from Aliens. But I will be sending everybody the ability to get connected in, go to the VTT. I have a server that TRG Kai gave me that's in my closet, and it's running the VTT, so you'll be connecting to that. So I have complete control over the files and everything, and how it's set up, and I can just go in and mess with everything as needed. So we will get everybody kind of logged in and characters picked. I might just type up a real quick, here's the characters, here's a basic rundown of them, and post that. Probably need to poke at Dapper to get the roles in Top Hats off change so that we can use the one-shot channels.
Oh, yeah.
So we'll get everybody done into the one-shot channel. I'll get all the information posted. We don't fight over characters. If 2 people want the same one, then we just figure that out. Fortunately, in this one, it's pretty much, do you want to be the officer, do you want to be the medic, or do you want to be one of the 5 Colonial Marines?
Yeah. I will also be waiting to choose a character until everybody else does, just because I can play Alien whenever I want. So I'm not picky.
Alien is probably the easiest system to get me to run a game in.
Yeah.
Because it just goes, hey, run a game in Alien. Okay. Which actually, I can't reach it back out of the chair again. Boston.
Oh yeah, we were talking about Boston.
This is an option from our next game on channel.
Yeah.
So this is Nordic horror. My Nordic lore is not all that great, but I do know a bit. But this uses the same year 0, same system. It has a just unbelievably fun art style. Look at that guy. I was trying to get this guy on camera. Look at that guy. Look at that art style. The pages are really heavy paper. It's got a nice texture. Yeah, look at the raven. It's got a nice textured
almost like,
yeah, it's not smooth. It's more like a rough papyrusy kind of. But yeah, this uses the same year 0 system. But whereas in Alien you have a ship and you're customizing your ship and you're doing this one, you have like a detective kind of agency and you customize your building and your stuff in there as you kind of go and solve whatever mysteries are around. So this one's more like solving the weird mysteries. Look at these.
So the problem I have with us running, because I really want to run this game or play in this game.
She said it. Run the game. She's running the game, guys.
No.
I get a break.
I really want to play Boston, but we've talked about not running the same system type, and they did a Kickstarter for Boston.
Yeah, I don't want to run the same system over and over and over, and that is year 0.
Yeah.
Which so is Tales from the Loop, so is Mutant Year 0. So there's a bunch of games that use year 0, and I don't want to just keep doing year 0.
Okay, so for the Vossen one, it is just...
Yes, the reindeer with glowy antler are metal.
Yeah. So
yes,
we could do Vossen because the Kickstarter was for adventures.
Yeah.
So
Vossen's an option. I might do Vossen.
I suggested Call of Cthulhu.
Call of Cthulhu would be fun. That would be a fun one to do. I'm really thinking if I can get the right group and set up together, Cyberpunk Red would be fun.
Yeah.
We have played it one time at Extra Life, and was it Extra Life or was Free RPG Day? We played it Free RPG Day, and the character I picked was the media guy. So my main weapon was a video camera on my shoulder. I'm like the news media guy running around and filming everything, and like my backstory was like I used to be one of these
picking up a lot again.
Yeah, so it's like I used to be like this uppity, rich guy, and had a falling out, and now I'm like trying to, uncover all of their dirty laundry. So I'm running around with the camera in one hand and a revolver in the other, and I'm trying to like, oh no, gang violence, shooting at them. Look at this, they're firing at the unarmed cameraman.
It was really fun. Unfortunately, I could not find it on a VTT.
I don't know if it's on a VTT, but
so we'd have to figure out how to make that work. But the other one I was thinking, and it's partially because Kai's fiance loves it, is Humblewood.
Humblewood is 5e, but it is specifically a set of 5e that goes in a different setting that is more like Brian Jockus Redwall.
Yeah.
That, you have the little animal peoples. And it says right in the thing, like, oh yeah, the other D&D races exist and they're just on other lands.
Yeah.
So you can throw anybody you want in there, but why?
Yeah, we did a little home game, and we did full animal characters, and it was so much fun.
What I love is it's specifically themed around birds, and I had one player as a bird till the end. We got to.
I got to play as a fox, so
you were a fox, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
What do we got? Well, we have an owl, a fox, a badger, and a hedgehog.
Yes, and
Okay.
then
we got a rooster later on.
What does the fox say?
Yeah, no, that was one of. I love that all of our home games have been my favorite games.
I like my home campaigns when I get to kind of mess with them and do what I want to do. And that one I ran straight up out of the book, and I stayed as true to the book as I could. Same thing like Dragonbane right now. I'm staying as true to the book as I can. The ones I really enjoy are the ones where I just write me up like a 1-page or a 2-page just
fucking ass.
I'm not 100% just pulled out of my ass, but it's like, okay, here's my guideline. Like I know my start, I know my stop, I know some key points in the middle. How we connect those together, I don't know. Let's see what the players do.
Yeah, because like our Alien game was one of my favorite, plus our Tuesday game, which was 5e, and then what else have we?
I've done a few.
Yeah.
With prepping games, there's just one big rule that always keeps true, and that is the more time you spend on working out the details of one specific section, the more likely the players are to avoid that section completely and never touch it.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
100%. We are both unstructured DMs.
Yeah, I like to run games just off of a quick guideline. I want to know my key NPCs, where they are, what their interactions are, and then other than that, I'm just going to roll with the players. I have a little mini setting that I wrote for when I was the Indie RPG DM at Crazy Squirrel that runs off of the Fate system. And Fate is probably the most just open, adaptable system ever made. It has no settings, no nothing, no rules, you make all the stuff up as you go, and it's just like, oh, what is your stat? Well, you'll notice that the actual stat thing's blank, so you can write it in. So what's my skill? Oh, I get to invent it. I get to invent what my skill is. So you don't even have to have like actual like major rules or anything. So I made a setting that is kind of steampunk meets Harry Potter, where basically like the wizards, it's still only certain people can be wizards, but they're not hidden like they are in Harry Potter. Everybody knows who they are. And there's other people who figured out a way to condense magic into like little vials and use that to power machines. So sure, I can't use magic, but I can put this magic vial in this thing, and now it's a flashlight. I have a magical flashlight. So I had this whole world I developed around it. And part of it is that when the wizards first started using magic, they had to have a familiar to work as a conduit. As knowledge improved, wizards no longer need a familiar. So now it's just a status symbol if you have a familiar. So all of the uppity, high-end celebrity wizards have a very well-known familiar. So I start everybody up, okay, make your character and your familiar because you're going to be playing one of these wizards. So everybody, writes up their really cool wizard and what they do and what kind of magic they do. And then they write up their familiar, and I get my big fancy familiar and I do this and this and this. And then it starts with everybody getting onto a train because you've been summoned for whatever thing that's going on. And everybody gets drugged. Immediately, everybody gets drugged. And then they all start slowly waking up one by one in a cage. At which point they find out you're not playing as the wizard. You're playing as the familiar.
Psych!
You made your big old wizard, and the game is now as your familiar to go find your wizard who's been kidnapped. And it's so much fun because you get these like just bizarre parties where like, oh, this would be fun to have this weird. And so I had a party that had like a hyena, a rattlesnake, a wood rat, and a possum. And a possum.
Okay.
And then I had one that had like a snapping turtle, an orangutan.
You had a crocodile in one.
No, I didn't have a croc. I had a snapping turtle.
Okay.
That's the one you were thinking of. I had a snapping turtle. I don't remember who else was in that one. A pigeon. There was a pigeon in that one.
Yeah.
That
was.
Yeah.
I didn't get to play in that. But...
So it's a really fun one, and I have that setting kind of sort of half-ass written out. I have 2 settings that I've been writing that, and I have my 5e brothel. I need to actually like finalize write both of those out so I can publish them.
Yeah, you know what I'm thinking? I was actually thinking as we were talking about Humblewood is maybe we not do Humblewood, and when you need a break,
I play in Humblewood.
I can GM
Yeah.
Humblewood but Humblewood is 5e.
Platypus monk. Is that a suborbital platypus? I think a suborbital platypus would make a good monk.
I'll GM, but I do not do good GMing systems that I have not extensively played. So I'm pretty much stuck with 5e.
The thing is, a GM switching between systems is like, you have to remember, wait, what is that called in this system? I mean, I know what it is. I know I'm just doing an insight
Yeah.
check, but what is it called in this one?
Yeah. Well, like I tried to do
Insight and perception are very bad for this because every system calls them something different.
Yes.
That's why I will oftentimes say make a vibe check. And it's like, okay, everybody knows what the vibe check is, and
Yeah.
it doesn't matter what it's called in your system. You're checking the vibes.
Yeah. No, I ran Root for Free RPG Day, and I bombed it bad. It was not. It was fine, but like I didn't actually like read the rules.
I mean, neither did Ian last time, and we ran through that.
Yeah. Well, my worst one was Shadowrun. Nobody told me that Shadowrun is one of the hardest RPG systems to run.
It is probably the.
Well, you should have asked me. I would have told you that.
Yeah, so we're like 5 of our friends when they figured out that that's what I was running for my session, and literally it was the worst. It was awful.
And it didn't dawn on me when she said it. I thought like, oh, she means something else, and it just didn't dawn on me that she actually meant Shadowrun. I'm like, oh.
We ended up doing more of like 100%.
They just did a loose role play.
Yeah, we did loose role play with a few dice rolls, and like, yeah, because I didn't know. I was assuming every starter set was written like
a starter set?
Like a starter set where you can read through the rules easily, and it is not.
I mean, the hang gliding skills on a
the worst experience.
Park, and you get the Maywing. The Maywing has amazing hang gliding skills. And a row of...
The worst experience with a starter set I ever had was in Shadowrun 5th edition, because not only was it written badly, but also they changed the rules. So the rules in the starter set for Shadowrun 5th edition are different than the real rules. All the characters have less attributes and less skills because they put things into each other.
I think the one I have is, I think...
So you can't even use it to learn the rules, because once you start playing the real game, you notice that everything you learned is wrong. Who designs shit like that?
Hey, when we were at Weird Al, he played everything he knows wrong. It's a simple fact.
Also, yeah, we got to see Weird Al, which I don't think we've had a live since we went to Weird Al.
No, we didn't have a live since we went to Weird Al. We went to Weird Al. We went to his concert in Modesto.
Yeah.
It was like 4 hours long.
It was, yeah. It was midnight.
It was amazing. I'm so glad we got a hotel room for the night. I mean, it's only a couple hours drive for us. I could have driven us home, but I would have been miserable by the time we got there.
Yeah. It was 12:30 by the time we got back to our hotel room. And yeah, we rented a car and drove up, and it was a good time.
Up is down, left is right.
But it was a really good time. If you have the opportunity to see Weird Al in concert, and I am not a huge Weird Al fan. He is a fanboy.
I grew up listening to the Dr. Demento show.
And so last year I got a notice that the tickets were going on sale, and I snapped him up because I was like, this will be great. He'll love it.
His opening act right now is Puddle's Pity Party.
Yeah.
And I enjoyed Puddle's Pity Party as well.
He was okay.
He was okay. It's a sad clown
who's obsessed with Kevin Costner.
Who's obsessed with Kevin Costner and is singing about being a sad clown.
Yeah.
So
he was fine.
I like Weird Al. I think the most important thing Weird Al has done for me is that he allowed me to listen to a really good song, Blurred Lines, without listening to the rapey song.
Yes. Yes, he definitely did. And he played that one too. That one was there.
Yeah, and then we thought the concert was over. We were
I was like,
out.
Weird. I mean, we started kind of meandering out, and then he started up like a second encore that went on for like an hour and a half.
Yeah, with all his Star Trek songs or Star Wars songs.
And all Star Wars,
and a bunch of other stuff. And it was so funny because a bunch of people left. And
Yeah.
we were like standing, and then finally the like security comes over and is like, "Hey,
It's
you
not
guys
over.
gotta sit down."
Just sit down. It's not over. Just go sit down.
So we went and sat down because we weren't gonna leave.
No, it's Star Wars songs are great.
But yeah, we went. The place we went was an outdoor amphitheater. It was really nice. The seats were okay.
They were not 4-hour sit on them seats. My
No.
ass was, well, I barely have an ass, so I had no padding and it was miserable.
Next time I will get us seats on the end though, because holy crap, people are too close.
Yeah.
I would say Kendrick Lamar is the Weird Al of rap. Yeah, that's about right.
Yeah, because everybody likes Kendrick
Yeah.
Lamar.
He has some pretty cool stuff.
Yeah, that was fun. I really enjoyed that.
And then we both got sick.
I ended up having to call out a day of work.
And I did too. It was not fun. I was really sick. Also, if anybody saw our stream on Wednesday, and I was absent for like half of it and did not look present, that's why, because I got home from work that night and was incredibly sick and ended up staying home the next day.
But yeah, so we got that going. Weird Al, actually, I really wish the My Little Pony system was better, or I had the good version of it. Because every time I think Weird Al and RPGs, I'm like, yeah, he actually voiced a character that appears in that. Because Weird Al is Cheese Sandwich from the My Little Ponies thing, so we could have we could have Weird Al in the game.
Let's see. We don't really have anything coming up.
Not really. We got our next Dragonbane will be where they find the final piece of the MacGuffin. So they've only got one left. So we know where the MacGuffin is. It'll definitely be here because I wouldn't be mean and accidentally add like some weird one to it that it's not in the book. So no, they will find their last piece of the statue at the little ghost tower thing.
Yeah.
Just make sure you bring the self scope. Otherwise, you can't get past the ghost. You can't find out that it's actually Marowak.
In our like personal stuff, we've got our game store, Crazy Squirrel Games. Their 15-year anniversary is coming up in October. Steve's birthday's in October.
My birthday's in October.
And then November we have Extra Life. I don't know if we're doing Extra Life this year.
I don't know what we're doing.
I don't know. If the store doesn't do Extra Life, we won't do Extra Life, but maybe we'll do something else.
I mean, we can always still sign up and do Extra Life here. We can still do a fundraiser here.
I just don't know if I
like. We don't have enough of a fan base. We don't have enough followers to really merit
Extra Life
that.
is great, but like there was some controversy over our local children's hospital that kind of screwed things up last year and the year before.
Yeah. So we'll see. Yeah, we'll see how that goes. Otherwise, Extra Life's 25-hour event, and we'll do something for it. I won't do like a Craig style 25-hour stream. I think that would kill me.
Yeah.
But we might do a long form stream where we're live from Crazy Squirrel for a significant portion of the time.
Craig's asking about Extra. I think they're gonna do Extra Life. I have to just check in with them.
They always do Extra Life.
Do.
I just haven't heard from them they're gonna do it this time.
Yeah.
So I hope they do. I enjoy the event. Yeah, thanks for joining us. Yeah, I will get you a message either today or tomorrow with your info for the login. I have to go into the VTT and set all that up. It just takes me a few minutes. So we'll get that going. But yeah, I hope they do Extra Life. Like I said, if they do, we'll probably do something for it. I know we said we might do one of the adventure games.
Oh yeah.
We might try running through an entire adventure game. I'll just have to figure out a good way to import the audio, because every time I've tried to import the audio from it, it like shits itself and dies. So we'll figure that out. But yeah, we'll figure something out. Even if we don't do like an Extra Life, like with the store, we'll do one here of some sort probably. But that's really the only thing going on here. So yeah, we got Dragonbane. If anybody has ideas for systems or settings they'd like to see after Dragonbane's done, shout them out. Let us know. Send us to them on the Discord. If anybody's got questions about Alien or anything else, yeah, you got our Discord. Hit us up. shoot me some questions. For the Top Hats Off players, you got me in Top Hats Off. We'll poke at Dapper and get him to reset the roles for the one shot so that we can use that channel.
I'm also in Top Hats Off under Miss Minnie's and Miscellanies, so if you have questions and he's not answering because he does drive all day.
Yeah, I am in a
you
truck.
can poke at me.
Yeah, I am in a big truck all day long, so I mean I will answer you. It just might take a few hours.
Yeah. I work in an office.
You can never be a sovereign citizen.
I can't be a sovereign citizen because I'm still I'm actually driving. I'm actually a commercial driver. Which the funniest thing about that to me is, in order to be a commercial driver, you have to have a different driver's license than what everybody else has.
Yeah.
So they're like, oh, I'm not driving, I'm traveling. I don't need a license. Yes, you do. You need the non-commercial license. As opposed to if you were driving, where you would need the commercial license.
The worst part about that argument of driving is that they are referring to driving in the Constitution, which was written before motor cars. So that kind of driving that is mentioned in the Constitution is something completely different.
Yes.
It's the driving of animals.
Yeah, so that's way different, and they don't have it right, and the subsivs are weird, but that's why they get arrested.
Yeah, so...
Yeah, stupid people do stupid stuff.
I think that's it. Are we gonna wrap? Yeah, we'll wrap it in a couple minutes.
We can start wrapping things up. I mean, we went over.
Half's pretty good.
We went over our alien thing. Got some introductions for the people. We did a hangout. We bullshitted. We talked. We did stuff.
10 out of 10. Recommend the Alien TTRPG. 12 out of 12. Like 100 out of. Just cannot express how much I love this system.
It is really good. It has some really unique, like Dapper said a few times, that he steals the power system for every single game he runs. He used it in the Power Rangers game and everything else, where like you say, oh yeah, I have 5 power and I'm going to use my thing. So you'll take 5 of these dice and you'll roll it. And hey, I'm good. I didn't use any power. And you'll do it again. You'll roll it. Oh no. I lost 1. I only have 4 power now, and you'll roll it again. Every time you use, oh, dude, I lost 2. So every time you roll it, for every 1, you lose the power, which means in the beginning, when you have a lot of it, you'll lose it pretty fast. But as you get down to fewer and fewer dice, it'll start to last longer. Which is a really, because yeah, look how many times I can roll 1 die. Oh, there, I lost it. So I love that. It doesn't track ammo. You track how many reloads you have.
Yeah.
And if you panic, you lose 1. That's it. You don't actually have to track like how many bullets you have or anything. It's just how many times can I reload.
Yeah.
So much easier system for things like that.
I also just, as somebody who played 5e for so long in a store setting, having stakes and being killable.
Oh my god, having a system where it's actually like conflict.
It's having actual conflict in the game where you can be maimed or die is such a awesome concept. Like, I love it.
5e, if you do 5e's rules as written for like Adventures League, your character is never in danger. It's so rare you're actually in danger.
Yeah.
Like, even against strong enemies, it's just...
And like
I DM'd D&D for, well, it was more unofficial Adventures League because we were a fixed group. I basically all the time at least doubled, sometimes even tripled the HP of all the big monsters, because if I didn't do that, they would just be dead in the second turn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As we never did turn this over and show. This is the backside of the GM screen. It gives you the measuring time, because every unit, like every system, like uses some other time unit. So this is round, turn, shift, which is 5 to 10 seconds, 5 to 10 minutes, 5 to 10 hours. So it's kind of, and what is it used for? Modifiers for sneak, ambush, stealth, difficulty modifiers, lists of what slow and fast actions can be, the critical injuries table, the panic table, range categories and types of cover. Which this is all the stuff you use constantly. The critical injuries is amazing. Let's see what happens to me. Oh crap! Oh crap! I got disemboweled. Instant death.
Oh no!
So it just
sucks to be you.
Definitely having something where you can be disemboweled.
See, I only broke my leg on that one.
And I speak as a player who he killed.
She died.
I did. I got impaled with a tail and died while I was shooting at the alien. But it was awesome. Like it was a good death.
And then I found out afterwards that I was actually supposed to do splash attack rolls and things on all of the aliens that I was missing, so they probably all should have died. But it ended really good, so I don't care.
Yeah, we had a great having something that has actual like consequences.
Where the game isn't just I beat the thing till it dies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
I hear Tubby.
I don't hear him.
I don't see him.
Oh, he's probably in the window or in the kitchen.
He's in the window. I see him. We can't end without all three cats.
We have to have the trifecta. Poor baby. He's just sitting chilling in the window.
He was snoring. I could hear him.
Oh.
I could hear him snoring. He was saying, "Oh, you don't get to put your paw down. You're being held." Here we go, buddy. Oh, he's so tired.
Oh, he's so warm.
He's so tired, buddy.
Also, yes, he is fat, but he is very healthy.
No, he's not fat. He's friend-shaped.
He is friend-shaped.
Yes.
All of our cats are rescues, by the way.
They're all cats that basically just randomly appeared here. Yay!
Except Fuzzy.
Well, no, she randomly appeared at Ian's apartments, and then
she was our foster kitten. Oh, his hair, his fur.
Oh,
God.
I got a limp.
Yeah, Fuzzy was our foster kitten that never left.
And now we have a second orange cat outside that I gotta find a home for.
Yeah. Anybody local in Fresno area?
If you want a really, 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 really loving, friendly orange cat,
so
I have
cuddly.
one.
We will even get him fixed.
Yeah,
like,
I need to. I've been meaning to get him fixed. I just because I work during the week, I can't really like grab him and take him in.
Yeah.
And I can't really merit taking a day off and making an appointment because I have to be able to get him that day, and he isn't here every morning.
Yeah.
So.
And if you don't make your scheduled appointment, you lose your money.
You lose your money in your spot.
Yeah. So.
And I don't want to drop them off of the stray because then they clip way too much of the ear.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
But anyways, I think that's all we were really going through today. I didn't see any other questions, so we'll go ahead and wrap up. Thanks for watching, everybody. We're at 4 Cozy Cat Games. We appreciate it. Make sure you like, subscribe, drop in the Discord.
Yeah.
We've got a Patreon where we throw cat photos. As we gear up and start getting more stuff going and, start improving our streams, getting better content out for you guys, we'll start throwing more stuff in the Patreon. We definitely appreciate anything anybody wants to do. Yeah, we'll be going back live on Wednesday for the next Dragonbane. We'll be going recorded video on Sunday. We've got Sagrada.
We've got Sagrada that we have to edit and put up.
And then we'll put that up. And then we'll be recording probably tomorrow for whatever's going to be after that, which will probably be Isle of Cats or...
We'll at least do Isle of Cats.
Yeah, Isle of Cats and maybe one of the Forbidden games.
And then I think 2 weeks from now on our next Sundry, we are going to talk a little bit about different games, game master styles and player styles.
Game master styles, player styles, how they mesh.
How they don't.
And we will probably have Czar on for that one. I know it was something he wanted to talk about, so we'll probably get Czar.
Yeah.
Maybe see if Dapper wants to join us for it too. We'll see. But we'll.
You really have to stop doing stuff right in the time slot. I already have a commitment.
Well, you gotta make sure that you got stuff available for us. I mean we should be priority one. We have cats.
Cats are king.
Cats are king. Thierry, thank you very much for joining us on this one. We always appreciate it when people drop by.
It was nice talking to you.
Kai.
Yeah, take the pressure off of Kai. So yeah, thanks very much for joining. You guys can catch Cheery on Fridays over on Top Hats Off for Star Trek, where he plays Billy the Whale.
Yes.
I'll never get over that.
It'll be a few weeks before Billy's back though, because we're going to be doing, of course, as we said in this one, Alien, Story of Worlds.
Yeah, we just had our season finale, so we're on break right now.
Yeah, so we're on break there. I mean, I'm not because I'm GMing. I'm the game mother.
Yeah, that's why you get Alien, which is also awesome.
Yes.
Though
Alien
a
is
very,
also awesome.
very different feel of sci-fi than Star Trek.
Very different feel from Star Trek.
Yes. Oh yeah.
But yeah, thank you all, and we're gonna catch you next time. I'm gonna go ahead and end the stream, and we will hope to see you on everything else we do.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
All right.